that, though. Actually, we're looking pretty good this morning. And we're looking so good, we're going to talk a little basketball this morning. Pro basketball in Eugene, Springfield. Who would have thought it would ever happen? A couple of guests in the studio. We've got Marion Clark Jr. He is, you're the big guy with this new pro team coming to town.
Yes, I am. Thanks for having me. I
Hey,
really
no problem.
appreciate it.
Emerald City Jaguars, brand new.
Yeah, no, we're coming to Springfield and Eugene, March 2024.
March already, huh?
Yeah, no, we're gonna hit the ground running. Season comes real fast, and we're hoping to have something hyper competitive and exciting for the fans, the kids, and the families to come out, enjoy, and support.
Now, where'd you come up with the idea?
Probably because I was always a dreamer as a kid, and I never let go of the fact that I told my mom I was going to own a basketball team at some point.
Seriously?
And I got tired of playing 2K.
How did you decide on Eugene, Springfield area?
I just was looking for an area, and I've kind of been a Willamette Valley transplant. I'm originally from Los Angeles, so
way back when.
Yeah, way back when. I came up here, and I don't know, the Willamette Valley itself just feels like home to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the people here. I love the cities, and I've kind of been around from Corvallis, Albany, Lebanon. I lived in Junction City for a little while. So I've kind of been everywhere, and Eugene, Springfield area just felt like the perfect place.
Kind of like a good fit.
Yeah, it just felt like the perfect place for it. It just seemed like, it'll fit right in and be something that'd be really cool, I think.
When did you start the planning on this?
To be honest, it happened really quickly.
Really?
Some people would not believe how fast it actually happened. So April of this year rolled around, and I purchased the team in August.
No
officially.
kidding.
So
It's all happened fast, yeah.
Yeah, I've been communicating with the league president, David Magley, for probably about 6 months, getting information and just trying to figure out if it was something I really wanted to do. And the more I looked into it, the more strongly I felt about it, and was like, yeah, I think this is something I'm supposed to do right now.
Now tell us about this league. I've never heard of this league.
Yeah, so the TBL is kind of akin to minor league baseball.
I was wondering if they were kind of the same platform type thing.
Yeah, so it's essentially the third largest league. Well, honestly, it's really the second largest league in basketball in the U.S. It's more teams than the G League, but obviously the G League is the official minor league of the NBA.
Okay.
So they have less teams and they're bigger than us, but we have more teams and we're in more locations.
How many teams will be in the league that the Jaguars will actually play in?
The Western Conference is growing. We're not the only team coming online this year. There's a new team, the Idaho Electric, that came this year. There's a new team, the Los Angeles Ignite, that came on this year. So the West Coast Conference actually got a lot bigger this year. I believe we have about 15 teams in our region.
So you guys and gals are going to be doing some traveling then?
We are, but we got some nice neighbors to go play too. So we got
great.
The Vancouver Volcanoes right up the freeway.
Oh, okay, that's
and
good.
then we also got the Salem Capitals. Shout out to Jason, the owner of the Capitals, because he's also been a real big help for me in deciding to do this. He met with me a couple of times and gave me the knowledge from an owner perspective to make sure it was something I could handle.
I never thought Eugene Springfield would actually get a pro team. That's exciting though. I mean, we've got, of course, the Emeralds, which is a minor league team, but basketball, that's something else, yeah.
And the M's is pretty much most of the example we want to follow. The M's have been here and really thrived in this community for a long time.
Yeah.
So they're the example we really want to follow, just basketball.
Mm-hmm. Where are you guys going to end up playing? Any idea?
So I think right now it's looking like we might be playing at Lane Community College.
LCC? Okay. Yeah.
They got a beautiful gym.
Yeah.
They have some great faculty, some great staff. Greg and Taya, they've been helping us out a lot as far as getting logistics figured out, and been overall really supportive of the idea and the initiative we're trying to bring.
Now you've had some tryouts already. I saw that published. More tryouts on the way, and how many can you accept on the team?
So we're going to carry a roster of 12 and about 2 practice players. Our last tryout was this weekend in Corvallis, And I would say we had good turnout the entire time. A lot of local guys came out
Really?
that were really excited about playing in front of their family and, wanted to continue their basketball dreams. So we had a lot of locals. The first tryout we had at Lane, we probably had about 20 people. And
No
then in
kidding.
Corvallis, we had about 30.
Wow.
We had people flying out from all over the country. We had a guy come from Panama, somebody come from Canada, we had somebody come from Mexico. So the word got around quick and people showed up.
And obviously this pro team could be a stepping stone into the NBA perhaps. Down the line. That's reaching out quite a bit.
It actually happens a lot faster than you think,
Really?
honestly. A lot of the teams have been communicating directly with G League teams now and helping out players here and there. But just in the last couple of months, there was a player in Salem that played for the Capitals. He's now playing for the Celtics. He played with the team last year.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
it can happen.
It can happen, and it can happen really fast. And
Yeah.
the thing that I like to tell people from my journey of trying to be a professional athlete is there's so many different avenues that you can take now.
Mhm.
You don't have to just go to the NBA.
Right.
You can go overseas and make a living, make a lot of money, take care of your family, and still do what you love.
I know we've had a lot of ball players from the U of O, for instance, that have gone to Europe to play basketball there and have done quite well. You don't hear much about it, which is kind of a shame. But if you try to follow it, the information is out there.
Yeah, you just gotta. If you have a favorite player from college, and you gotta really follow him if he doesn't go straight into the NBA or the league. But as far as them making a living and still doing what they love, I mean, being grown up in Los Angeles, I know guys that played overseas their entire career and wouldn't do it any differently.
Really? Okay. Speaking of money, how does it pay? Or is that kind of a sensitive subject right now? I know you're a startup team, and things are going to be tight for a while.
Salaries just range. They range depending on the player.
Mhm.
So, some teams you can make upwards of $5,000 a month. Some teams you make as low as $500. It really just depends on the quality of player that's out there on the court. So my thing is, if you want to get paid, I hope you in the gym working.
Yeah, you got to work to play.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, that sounds fantastic. Any more tryouts coming up?
No, we're done with tryouts this year.
Okay.
We're done with tryouts.
You got a team all set up?
We're going to be announcing our training camp roster coming up in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Training camp comes around in February, and then season right there in March.
In March.
Yeah,
how many games are on the schedule? Any idea?
We're going to have 12 home games.
12 home games, hopefully at LCC.
Yes.
Nice place to play, yeah.
We're going to have 12 home games. It's going to be really great. One of the cool things that we plan on doing is all kids under the age of 13 get in free. So,
really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
It's for me. It's all about as much of the community initiative as it is about the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball is one part of who we are, but we want to be involved in the community. The community is important to me. It's something that was important to me growing up. I know growing up, a lot of different organizations helped me out when growing up. Boys and Girls Club, Junior Lakers, and growing up in Los Angeles, it keeps you out of trouble, gives you something to do, keeps you focused.
Yeah, it gives you something to do. That's the main thing. Keeps you off the street and getting into trouble, which is so easy to do nowadays.
It is. It's very much for kids. Kids have very short attention spans, I feel like. They get into trouble because it's there.
Who's this guy over here taking pictures?
Oh, this is my Vice President of Operations, Kelly R. Long. So I met him through some mutual friends and I brought him on board. He was just kind of like a great personality and a great person. So I just felt like he'd be a great fit.
Kelly, what's your responsibility going to be with the team?
Well, as of right now, I'm trying to wear as many hats as I can. Just want to do everything I can to make sure that we're a success and we keep moving forward. So
I think the community, I know, has accepted it from what I've heard. Yeah, they're ready for some basketball.
Well, we're really excited about getting out there and getting people involved, getting families out, and just having a good time. Not just watching basketball, but just being involved with everything that's going on.
Being part of it, yeah. And your experience with basketball?
Well, I have a varied amount of experience with basketball. I've played it as a young man, coached a long time, about 9 years, coached youth basketball.
Did you? Okay, all right.
And also done a lot of video editing and, film study like that for coaches and whatnot.
You know about the media and so forth and how to get in and get out of it?
Yeah, I'd like to think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some background in some social media and business and marketing online and things like that. So, trying to bring my experience and hopefully, be able to help this team grow and head where we want to go.
How'd you meet Marion?
I was blessed enough to know somebody that Marion brought into the fold already that is very close to me, someone that I've worked with for many years. And he thankfully, linked me up with Marion and actually had a nice word to say about me. So I went into the situation already kind of at an advantage, but it was definitely a blessing. It just seems like a really good fit, and it's super exciting.
If folks want to get more information, I know you've got a website, and I can't remember it to save my life.
Yeah, so we got a website. It's actually pretty simple. It's ecjags.com. Also on Instagram, ecjags.
Jags for Jaguars. Okay, the Emerald City Jaguars. Yeah.
Yeah, and we everybody's been asking me about the name. I purposely did not say the Eugene Jaguars because I wanted
Yes.
I wanted it to include more than just the city of Eugene and the surrounding area. So like Emerald City just seemed to fit more.
Yeah.
We even played around with a couple of different names, but that one just seemed to like click when you heard it. Like it just seemed to like just jump out at you.
At least you're not throwing the English Jaguar. The Jags, that'll be fun. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope you stay in touch with us and let us know anything we can do to give you a hand, promote it, when the games are, so forth and so on. Give away tickets or whatever the case may be.
We would absolutely love that because we got a couple of great community initiatives we want to do. Like the big one that's really close to my heart personally is my auntie Nita. She passed away a couple of years ago, and she was really big on family trips. So I grew up spoiled. Disneyland was down the street.
Oh my gosh.
And you're from California, so Disneyland is close. So you're like, we can go to Disneyland whenever.
When's the last time you bought a ticket to go to Disneyland?
As a matter of fact, last year, and I only took one of my kids that year, and I still spent $3,000. That's what I mean. Like coming down from Oregon, that is a real destination. Like. But a lot of kids out here have never got to experience it. It's the happiest place on earth. They've never got to experience it. So
it's a small world after all that.
Right.
That all day long today.
But one of the things I want to do is we want to offer a yearly giveaway to one family in the community that's going to be nominated by other people in the community, and we want to send them to Disneyland. I want to send as many kids to Disneyland as I possibly can to give that experience to, because it's one of those little things. I feel like in California we're a little blessed because it's really close. We don't got to worry about hotels, flights, food.
You go there for the day and drive home type of thing. Yeah.
Exactly. So I know for a lot of families up here, it's a real destination.
Yeah.
And you have to plan and prepare. And
sometimes
sometimes life doesn't afford you all those things. And we want to be able to offer something really fun for people to come enjoy. So if that's something that's going to be real close to my heart that we want to do this year at the end of every season, we're going to pick one family and we're going to send that family on an all expense paid trip to Disneyland.
Wow, that's something else. That's great. Yeah. Well, we wish you the best of luck with it. And again, the website, if they want more information on the Emerald City Jaguars, is
the ecjags.com.
ecjags.com. All right. Marion Clark, thanks very much for coming by. Best of luck with your endeavor. We hope it takes off. And, of course, Kelly Long, thank you for coming by, too.
Hey, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, Dan.
Take care.